Tony. You're listening to Talk Shit Radio.
Okay, listen. Leave the gun. Technical only.
Attention small business owners. Growing your business can be tough. Just when you thought you were making money, you found out that you owe the government money. And now that you owe the IRS their cut of your business profits, you may be broke. And if you don't take things seriously, you could go to jail or have your business shut down. But you do have an option. If the IRS is threatening you for unpaid taxes, call the Tax Resources Network. Their tax professionals and ex-IRS agents have over 23 years of experience dealing with the IRS, saving business owners and the self-employed millions in tax dollars. Let us negotiate with the IRS on your behalf. We may be able to reduce your tax debt for a lot less than you owe, help with the IRS audit, and even criminal investigations. If your business owes the IRS $15,000 or more and the IRS is threatening you, don't wait and let your business get shut down or worse. Call for a free consultation. Call 800-917-1799. 800-917-1799. That's 800-917-1799. Again, 800-917-1799.
If you or someone you love suffers from drug addiction, now is the time to utilize your private health insurance PPO plan. If eligible, receive up to $30,000 or more in substance abuse benefits with low or no out-of-pocket cost. We are the National Treatment Network, the premier drug and alcohol treatment referral service operating 24/7. We help connect you with facilities nationwide that accepts PPO private health insurance for substance abuse. If you have PPO substance abuse coverage and you need immediate admittance to a medical detox or residential rehab treatment center, call us now. Call our live referral helpline today. The call is free. This program is not available to Medicare or Medicaid customers.
Call 800-296-0906. 800-296-0906. 800-296-0906. That's 800-296-0906.
Are you worried about losing your home to foreclosure? If you've been threatened with foreclosure or received legal papers from your bank, you have approximately 30 days to respond. If you do not respond, you could lose your home. You have rights. Act now to protect your rights. You can stay in your home. Many times you can even modify your loan. The bottom line is you can get past this, but you must act right now. If you've been served by your bank and you're worried about losing your home to foreclosure, now is the time to fight back and save your home. Time is limited, so call the professionals at National Foreclosure Defense right now.
800-932-4102. 800-932-4102. 800-932-4102. 800-932-4102. That number again is 800-932-4102.
Talk Shit Radio is a Kennedy Studios Productions. The opinions stated by various contributors to Talk Shit Radio and its radio programs are not to be considered as or endorsed by Kennedy Studios Incorporated. Visitors are urged to use their own discretion to draw their own conclusions. All information, products, services, and use of this website is for entertainment purposes only and personal use only. Talk Shit Radio Network does not confirm nor deny the validity or accuracy of the information contained within the website or broadcast. Any services or products provided by Talk Shit Radio Network and its host contributors should be used solely for entertainment purposes only.
Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Shining bright like a diamond. Beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond, shining bright like a diamond, beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Palms rise to the universe as we moonshine and Mali. Feel the warmth, we'll never die. We're like diamonds in the sky. You're a shooting star, I see, a vision of ecstasy. When you hold me, I'm alive. We're like diamonds in the sky. At first sight, I felt the energy of serenity. I saw the life inside you shine bright tonight. You and I, We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Eye to eye, so alive. We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright.
Hey, you're listening to Talk Shit Radio, everyone. Good morning. We'll be with you in a minute. We're running a little late this morning. So sit back, enjoy some music, and you listen to Talk Shit Radio. We'll be right here.
Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. So shine bright tonight. You and I. We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Eye to eye, so alive. We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Oh yeah. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond.
When dreaming, gratitude in all the world, time and time again. It's alright if I just stay asleep, 'cause I don't wanna leave the comfort of this place. 'Cause there's a hunger, a longing to escape from the life I live when I'm away. So let's go there. Let's make our escape. Come on, let's go there. Let's just can we stay? Can you take me higher to a place where the light and sea? Can you take me higher to a place where golden streams? Oh, I would like the world to change. It helps me to appreciate those nights and those dreams. But my friend, I'd sacrifice all those nights if I could make the earth and my dreams the same. The only difference is to let love replace all our hate. So let's go there. Let's make our escape. Come on, let's go there. Let's just can we stay? Can you take me Set up high, I'm strong enough to take these dreams and make it mine. Can you take me higher to a place where I might see? Can you take me higher to a place where golden streams? Can you take me higher to a place where blind men see? Can you take me higher to a place with golden streams?
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Talk Shit Radio. Sorry about the extended intro there, but just weren't ready to go on the air yet and wanted to hear a couple tunes. So happy Friday, TGIF, everyone. Today is 11/7, November the 7th. Got Chrissy sitting in the studio with me. Maria and Tony will be in the studio momentarily.
Morning, everyone.
Yeah, it's a Friday morning, and we're doing this thing we do. Been following updates and everything with Old Wise Man.
Did you read his post last night?
Yeah.
About hospice?
Yeah. So, everyone, I'm going to put the link up to Old Wise Man's Facebook page on Talk Shit, facebook.com/Talk Shit TV show. And I want everyone who listens to the show to at least drop him a line and tell him our thoughts are with him and our prayers are with him.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I actually talked to him in private message.
You did, okay.
Yeah.
And
I didn't want to put it all, out there. I was just,
Right.
I was just concerned, and I was asking him, if there was anything that we could do.
Right. Yeah.
If he needed anything.
Yep.
Not that I could afford to, do a whole lot, but.
Yeah. Well, I hear you.
Once they call hospice in.
The thought that counts is what's in my book at this point. It has nothing to do financially anymore.
Well,
it's
and
really
once-
not even an issue anymore. It's a matter of just
Waiting.
being his friend, and not even just being his friend, and metaphorically being there by his side.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because metaphorically
Right.
is all we can do.
Yeah, that's all we can do. But I was saddened when I read it that hospice has come in and.
Yeah.
all of
And
that.
this is all, this was all, it could have been avoided, is what I'm saying. It all could have been avoided. My stomach is upside down, turned around again this morning, but it's for a good reason. It's because I'm hungry.
What's Mish making for breakfast?
I don't know. What's Mish making for breakfast? Good morning, Dr. Hiccup. Thanks for joining us in the chat and on the show. Bringing up the phone lines right now, 352-556-1321, and maybe not. Let's hold off on the phone lines there.
You broke it.
No, I forgot to plug it in, actually, because you got to plug this phone in, and then the system recognizes that the head unit's plugged in, and then it activates the system, and... Well, I started the program, but I never plugged in the USB. Yeah, so. All righty then.
So how was Angela's game?
Angela's game
No.
Was a loss. They lost, but they also, you have to understand, okay, they played the best team in the county, best team in the division, and they are undefeated.
Yeah.
For the last 2.5 years.
Yeah, I know. Challenger's one of the hard ones.
Yeah. But I will say, what an unbelievable school. Michelle and I went looking for the bathroom, which took us about 35 minutes, which took us on a very nice tour of that school.
Oh, yeah, it's a beautiful school.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wow. I was impressed, and schools don't impress me, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a school.
You haven't been in Weeki Wachee, have you?
Weeki Wachee, yes, we have. It was not as impressive as Challenger, I've got to tell you. Even though it's newer, Challenger was amazing. Challenger, for those of you that don't know what Challenger is a, what is it? K through 8 school here in Hernando County, but it is a mathematician and Scientology or Scienceology.
Science.
It's a science school. Math and science school. Now,
you
have to be pretty much B's and A's to get into this school.
Well, not only that, you have to actually, you have to take certain tests and get
right, but that's what I'm saying. As far as your GPA, you pretty much have to hold B's and A's to even for this school to accept you.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
a hard school to get into.
Yeah, I was very impressed. Very impressed. The kids are dedicated to their education there.
Yes.
And from what I saw yesterday, they are dedicated to the education, and yes, and they're dedicated to playing sports. Those girls play some serious basketball.
Oh yeah.
They don't mess around. Yeah. Angie tried her ass off. She did good. She got an arm to the face last night.
Oh, no.
No, she was fine. She's a tough girl. Sent her glasses flying across the thing. She ran, picked them up, then ran down the end of the court, slung them across the court on the ground to one of her teammates, and kept on playing like nothing ever happened.
Oh, God, I wouldn't have been able to do that.
She's an animal, dude. My daughter is
she is.
She is unbelievable when it comes to playing her basketball. Her b-ball.
She's unbelievable, period. I mean, somebody starts, that's like a friend of mine has a son that's in 6th grade this year. Mm-hmm. And if anybody messes with him, Tori and Angie are like right there, like, oh, I don't think so.
Really?
You tell me who that is, I will handle that.
Yeah, oh yeah, they don't mess around.
No, not Tori and you put.
They're not bullies, but don't make no mistake. They're definitely not bullies, but they will stand up for those that are being bullied.
That's right, they will.
That's for sure.
And Tori will not tolerate it.
And Angie's just a mini me. Really.
Oh, yeah, she is.
Felicia is a lot like me, but Angela has those qualities where she has the reasoning. Okay.
Right.
Plus, she has my temper. But she knows how to reason with herself to control that anger, except for when she's home with us.
Or on Halloween.
Yeah, or on Halloween.
Then all of her sense went poof.
Yeah, well, boys do that to little girls.
Yeah, I know.
That's why I keep telling them to stay away. Yeah, she's an incredible athlete. I hope she goes far with it. From what I know, and from what she says, and from the direction she's taking, she wants a scholarship to go somewhere to play basketball. Now, she's not sure what she wants to do with her life, but she wants to go and play basketball.
She's only, 14?
Yeah, but she wants to go to college. She wants to go to college on a full ride to play basketball. So she's going to bust her ass to do it. I can see it.
Sure.
So, yeah.
Do you want to know what my daughter did last night?
What?
Alyssa, I let her go out and play for a little while when she first got home because I don't let her out after dark. So, of course, okay, I let her go out since it's still daylight.
Right.
Told her she has to be home at 6 o'clock.
Morning, Tony.
Morning, Tony. 6 o'clock rolls in, my front door opens, and my daughter is holding a cat. Mom, look what I found.
We'll go put it back where you found it.
Yeah. I said, you know Daddy's not going to let you keep that. Yes, he will. He will. Daddy will let me keep it. I'll use all of my money in my piggy bank, and I'll buy it everything it needs to have. I said, number one, you're not touching the money in your piggy bank. Yeah. And then she proceeds to call Tori to come home to see this kitty that she has now let loose in my house.
Yeah. That's when you wish you had that dog that you babysat to let the dog loose on the kitty cat.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Well, the cat would be gone.
It was a cute cat.
Oh, so now the truth comes out.
No, it was a cute cat. I can't do that to animals. I can't sick one animal on another. That's just horrid.
It's not for the love of animal-like.
That's right.
All right, so...
But she found it outside, so in turn, I let it back outside.
No, that's where it belongs.
I mean, it looks like it's been fed just fine.
Good morning, Maria.
Morning, Maria. And taken care of. So apparently it's somebody's cat. So I assume...
Gives you something to talk about on For the Love of Animals.
Yeah.
A stray cat roaming around your house.
Well, and I've seen it before. I think it chases the rats in the woods behind the house.
It's broke?
You broke it.
You can't push the button in? I think your fingers are broken.
What'd you break?
Well, I'm not going to...
Where you been putting them fingers, Tony?
Up some fish's ass.
Why does everybody look at Maria when I say that?
Because she said something, so I looked at her.
Is it? I have a microphone.
You have a microphone.
I don't have a headset, but I have a microphone. So it's not going to do me any good. All right, so...
I gotta talk to myself, but Maria's here. I can talk to Maria. Well, you're not on speaker, but I can still talk to you.
Looks just fine for me.
See? Your fenders are broken. See what happens when you play with shrimp all night long? That's the problem.
I think Tony's fingers are broken. He must have got stuck with something.
Them shrimp hurt.
Oh, I don't want to hear it.
You
want to know what hurts? You want to know what hurts? You want to know what hurts? Falling down off the top of an auto transporter because you took a step back.
Oh, I'm sure that hurts too. But
Yeah, especially when it's 13 feet and you land flat on your back
go out
on
with
rocks.
your little pretty fingers and go picking and see how much you say it doesn't.
Oh, I know it's not easy, but I challenge anybody to do what I used to do.
No,
I
I'll
guarantee
pass on
they
that.
can't do it. Not the way I did it.
I will pass on that. Thank you very much.
So, Born to Serve, Dear Leader. Apparently we have, what does it take to guard North Korean leader, Kim Jong-un the second.
Kim Jong-un.
Protector tells all. He explains why current leader Kim Jong-un could be the cruelest of them all. Well, this is interesting. I guess they found somebody willing to speak out or some shit like that. I do have some audio on it, so that's always good. Let's see what we got here. Headbutting, stacked tiles, smashing a slab of granite on your chest with a mallet, breaking light bulbs with one finger. All vital qualifications if you want a job protecting the elite of North Korea.
I have one with video.
Okay. Huh?
I have one with video too.
Audio?
Or audio.
Okay, where is it?
On CNN.
All right, we'll get to it. So let's, I don't know what kind of audio this is going to be. It's just a bunch of dudes working out and this and that, but let's see how it goes.
Not for the weak-hearted or weak-headed. This is boot camp for North Korea's military elite. Ultimate discipline, strength of body and mind over matter. Basic qualifications to protect those at the top. Lee Yong-guk was bodyguard to the late Kim Jong-il for 10 years just before he took over as leader of North Korea. He says he went through very similar training. Why is this important to be able to break tiles with your head? Why does this matter? A handgun doesn't win a war, he tells me. Taekwondo serves nothing but the spirit. It's being used to develop loyalty. They're trying to make them think that by training like this, they can beat the US military. Lee says his training was also ideological, brainwashing him to make him believe Kim Jong-il was a god, and he had been born with the sole purpose of protecting him. He describes what he refers to as the two faces of the former leader.
단적으로는 자기가
When he's happy, he says he will give gold bars to people. When he's not, it doesn't matter how loyal you are, he could kill you in an instant. His advisors were too scared to tell him the truth about the country. Sometimes they'd even run away when they saw him coming and hide in the grass. To survive, he says, they'd flatter him. Lee says Kim Jong-il was cruel. He sent one senior official to a concentration camp for once using his private elevator and ashtray. The official died there, according to Lee. But he fears his son, Kim Jong-un, who he met many times when he was a small boy, may be even more brutal.
김정일이도 못 죽인
Kim Jong-un ended up killing his uncle, he says, who even Kim Jong-il would not kill. As power was handed down to the third generation, it became crueler. Kim Jong-un has created loyalty, but it's fake. It's based on fear. After he was caught trying to escape North Korea in 1994, Lee was sent to the infamous Yodok political camp. He says he survived 5 years of starvation and torture just so he could tell the world what his former boss was really like. A man who experienced the two extremes of North Korean life and survived to tell the tale. Paula Hancock's CNN Seoul.
Imagine that shit. Living like that, under fear. Well, we pretty much do here in this country now.
I ain't scared.
You're not scared? No? You sure?
I'm sure.
I'm sure. Sure.
Get a lighter, I'll show you how scared.
There you go. Harige. One lighter coming right up there, Stumpy. Or stubby to your fingers. He's going to have stubs on the end of them hands by the time he's done. It's going to be just giant calluses, pieces of skin falling off. All right, so you said you had audio about something. What do you got?
Yeah, it's on CNN. It's the one that says former Navy SEAL claims he killed bin Laden.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Former Navy SEAL.
It's the main thing that pops up.
You all right?
He killed.
The main thing that pops up on CNN.com is that Born to Serve Dear Leader thingy.
When I turned it on, that was the main picture video.
Send me the link. Send me the link on Facebook. I'm on Talk Shit right now. So.
Let me open up Facebook.
Yeah. Got a lot of things going on in the news, but you know what's driving me crazy is it really looks like pretty much the same old shit. Yeah.
That's what I've noticed.
Yeah. Everything that we read throughout the week. Channels. Yeah, everything that we read throughout the week.
It's still up there.
Right. I have one thing that's new. Idaho Army National Guard helicopter crashed, killing 2.
Yeah.
2 crewmen aboard an Idaho Army National Guard helicopter died died when it crashed Thursday night, according to Ada County Coroner. What the hell? What'd you hand me?
I don't know. I didn't hand you anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, what are you handing it back that way for?
Because you want it? Really? It's empty.
Oh.
Why do you think I handed it back? So yeah, 2 Idaho Army National Guard killed in a helicopter crash. That's not good.
I've sent it to you on Facebook.
All right, then on Facebook, my personal or Facebook? Oh, didn't I say send it to Talk Shit? Holy Jesus, woman! Now I gotta switch over. I gotta press more buttons than I already pressed. I'm gonna get carpal tunnel. I got it already. What are you doing? You gonna resend it to me now?
Nope.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
No, you said I got it, so I didn't do anything.
Yeah, I was gonna say. All right, so it was in the politics. That's why.
It was just what came up automatically on my front page.
All right, so ex-SEAL says he fired final bin Laden shot.
To the Washington Post.
Yeah. Former Navy SEAL Robert O'Neill said in an interview with the Washington Post that he was the one who fired the final shot to kill Osama bin Laden in 2011. The 36-year-old Montana also said also said the other SEAL team, blah, 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 blah. I'm just reading what it says. And it
says 38.
It says, that's a 38?
Yeah, it's an 8.
Let me see. Yes, it is. My apologies. It's because of my eyes. The 38-year-old Montanian said, blah, 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 blah. All right, so let's see what he says. What do you think? Bet you'd rather hear it from him than me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I didn't hear it.
A former Navy SEAL comes forward, saying he's the man who killed Osama bin Laden.
He's the man.
Sources in the special operations community tell CNN national security analyst Peter Bergen Robert O'Neill claims to be the shooter. O'Neill is a decorated former SEAL from Montana who now works as a motivational speaker.
My name is Robert O'Neill. I was a Navy SEAL for almost 17 years.
O'Neill told the Washington Post he fired a shot which struck bin Laden in the forehead. The terrorist leader died instantly, he says, his skull split by the first bullet. But sources in SEAL Team 6, the unit which conducted the bin Laden raid, tell Peter Bergen another SEAL fired the fatal shot from the area of the stairs leading to bin Laden's floor, as bin Laden peered out the door of his bedroom.
Most of the people in the SEAL community I've spoken to say that the night that bin Laden was killed, somebody called the Point Man, who was never going to identify himself publicly, was the guy who took the first shot at bin Laden and winged him. And then bin Laden collapsed on the ground in his bedroom, and he was finished off by 2 other SEALs.
Those 2 SEALs, according to Bergen's sources, Robert O'Neill and Matt Bissonnette, who wrote the book No Easy Day about the raid. Separately, a U.S. military official told CNN's Barbara Starr there was a SEAL named Robert O'Neill on that mission, but they don't know if O'Neill fired the kill shot. Bergen acknowledges the scene was confusing.
It was a night with no moon. There was no electricity in the house. It was a helicopter had crashed. There were 2 or 3 firefights. These guys were wearing night vision goggles, and the whole event of killing bin Laden, my guess, took place in 10 seconds.
The head of the SEAL command sent a letter in recent days reminding SEALs not to break their code of silence, warning of, quote, judicial consequence if they do. Former SEAL John McGuire says neither O'Neill nor Bissonnette should have spoken about the bin Laden raid.
Everybody wants to know how special operations folks do things. Well, our enemy wants to know more than we do. And we got to protect future missions and other Americans' lives.
We tried to reach Robert O'Neill directly and through his representatives. We could not get him to comment. O'Neill told the Post the SEALs expected bin Laden's compound would be heavily guarded and booby-trapped, and the raid was the first mission where he thought he would likely be killed.
What do you guys think of that, about them being able to talk about the mission after the fact and so on and so forth?
Well, I know that it's like their code not to be able to...
Okay, but how long does it take for them to declassify things like that? Don't you think the public has a right to know?
Yeah, but they're not supposed to, like, personally take credit.
Isn't there a thing called the Freedom of Information Act?
Right, but they're not supposed to personally take credit, though.
Or does that not apply? You know what I'm saying?
I don't think it applies to the
people.
C's.
Yeah.
To the C's. To the SEALs.
To the C's?
Yeah, to the C's.
If you can hear the water talking, I want to know what they're saying.
Right, I don't think...
The C's. 7 C's? Or only 6?
These are C's.
Oh, C's.
You know.
I don't know, man. I think...
Because Navy SEALs are supposed to be like the ones
elite.
that nobody knows who they are.
Right,
and all of that
yes.
stuff.
And I agree with you. I don't think they should be... They should come out and say, hey, I'm the one. Ooh,
yeah, I think when it comes to them, I don't think any of their stuff becomes unclassified, to tell you the truth.
I think it should after a certain amount of time. That's my point. You know, we have the Freedom of Information Act. Does that apply to
Yeah, but if it's a Navy
or...
SEAL... If it's a Navy SEAL thing, then...
I don't know. What are they going to wait 20 years and then declassify everything? How do we, how does that work? I just, I don't know. It's one of those things that make you go,
I got another good one, though, that you'll like.
What's that?
I said I have a good one that you'll like.
Oh, boy. Making me scared when you say it like that. So, what else we got here? Let's see. Tony, you got anything? Or are you sleeping over there? Tony's falling asleep. Tony's going to be out by the second break that I watch.
He's going to be leaning back, chilling in his chair, and just...
I I got stupid shit.
MSN, again, I've always, as usual, I'm disappointed because they suck. Whenever I go to MSNBC, sorry.
Why do you use that?
Just because it's saved and I go here to see just in case, and they suck. They just absolutely suck, I gotta say. Immigration, energy reform to pass, gay marriage takes a huge hit. Hillary has met her match. Obama says, bring it on. Has a message for the Republicans. We got hate-mongering chaplain. Huh? Hate-mongering chaplain wins a seat? Well. What do you think about that? A hate-mongering chaplain. Let's see what we got here. I do have audio. But, of course, we have to wait for it to load. You have something else that you...
Yeah, there's a woman from Oregon that was traveling around the world, and she ended up sharing a cab from the border crossing Batugade to the capital city of Dili.
Mm-hmm.
And along the way, the other passenger asked to pick up a package at the DHL office. And the police, acting on a tip from the Indonesian authorities, were watching and found the methamphetamine in the parcel.
Uh-oh.
So everybody in the cab got arrested, including her.
Really?
Yeah, she was held in the Dili Detention Center for 4 nights, and then she was released after the initial hearing. But the judge ordered that her passport be held until further investigations had been completed. She was conditionally released September 9th, but wasn't allowed to leave the country because she was needed as a witness for the investigation that could take a year. After October 29th court appearance, she was jailed again without explanation or warning and spent 5 days in solitary confinement.
Oh, wow.
And they don't know when she's going to be released.
And she's an American, or?
She's an American. She's from Oregon.
Gone. Be out of there. Get out of there somehow, some way. Where is it again?
It's in
Liberia, you said?
Indonesia.
Oh, Indonesia. Yikes.
But
Could you imagine?
The U.S. consular official has visited twice with Addison in prison, and the U.S. State Department officials will meet with the Timor's ambassador on Friday.
Yeah.
So.
Imagine that mess. Locked Up Abroad is what it reminds me of, the show Locked Up Abroad.
Yeah, but that's kind of screwed up. I mean, you
scary.
don't have anything
Imagine that
to do
shit.
with it. I mean, that I'd be the one that I don't care where I am. No,
Does
you
it
are not picking up another person
Does
in
it
this
not
cab.
make you think, Chrissy? Think about it.
Things that make you go,
Major things that make you go, All right, so back to that anti-gay Dr. Chaps, earning the title of Ed Schultz Pretender, radical anti-LGBT activist Gordon Dr. Chaps King Schmidt, what a name, wins a seat in Colorado's House of Representatives. And here's the audio on that.
And in Pretenders tonight, Chapped. Dr. Chaps. Cory Gardner wasn't the only Teabag Colorado dropped to the water on Election Day. There's another elected official who goes by the name Dr. Chaps. Meet Chaplain Gordon Klingenschmidt.
When does life begin? It actually begins before conception in the mind and heart of God. And if they can't enter the congregation of the Lord, they certainly shouldn't be allowed to enter the ladies' bathroom. Here's my thesis. Obamacare causes cancer. It doesn't matter what your skin color is. It matters what's inside of your heart. And if your heart is full of corruption or sin or immorality, in this case homosexuality, then you should be discriminated against.
The hate-mongering chaplain just won a seat in the Colorado House of Representatives. You might remember him as a guest right here on The Ed Show. Is it really Christ-like to take health care away from Americans that should have health care that will save their life?
Well, actually, Obamacare takes health care away from, $500 million was taken from old people, from Medicare to fund, basically slothful people who refuse to get jobs.
I know firsthand what Colorado signed up for. It will be pretty. The chaplain goes to the state house in Colorado, but if Klingenschmidt thinks he represents anything but bigotry, he can keep on pretending.
What a douche. That's like major douchebag in the news right there. This guy's a chaplain. Oh, my God. Yeah, if you don't support this, you deserve to be discriminated against. Yeah, whatever, dude.
Yeah.
So does that mean we could say that you're a child molester because you're a man of the Lord?
Right.
Yeah, I know plenty of Christians that are not
Right.
who they say they are.
Yes. Yes, that's right. The last word with Lawrence O'Donnell, and the person of the year is Munkadake. We'll put, I'm going to move right on past MSN, sorry.
Have we heard from our number one fan yet today?
We have not heard nor seen him in the chat yet.
Could I read his last status from 8 hours ago?
Most certainly, please do.
Okay. Some of life's most difficult journeys turns out to be one of life's greatest memories. To this, we can be blessed. In future years, when the adventure is no longer a possibility, reminiscence is golden. And that was his last post, I think.
Really?
I mean, that I
Right.
saw.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you saw. Yeah.
Yeah.
My heart just sunk.
I
was
know. It's like,
"Huh?"
That's how I felt last night when I read about Hawk.
I'm assuming the reason he's
Yeah.
not on is because he's medicated right now.
Yep.
So I'm sure he's not in any shape.
Right.
I am.
But then again, he's not in any pain either. So.
Right, yes. I am almost compelled to call him right now. I am. I don't know if we should or not. I don't want to disturb him because it's
Right.
Maybe we'll call him after
4:45 in the morning there where he is. So, I don't know. I didn't know.
You know, generally he says, I don't care.
Yeah, I know, but I don't like bothering him. If he's up and he calls us, it's one thing. What's that, Tom?
8 o'clock here is still...
5 o'clock there. It's pretty early, you know.
Yeah.
It's pretty damn early, you know. Even 9 o'clock, it's 6 o'clock there, and, you know, that's kind of pushing it. Somebody called me at 6 o'clock in the morning, especially a radio show.
Yeah.
I'd be like, dude, are you out of your flipping mind? I will come to Florida and kill you. Oh, shit. First thing in Vice News, the Islamic State versus Lebanon. So that whole region over there, the whole freaking region over there is falling apart, and it's just going to get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And what's going to happen is we're going to end up going over there and getting involved somehow.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
Because we can't mind our own damn business.
No, we never can.
We're so
Never
nosy.
could, never will.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Meddling in world affairs is how they put it. You know, we got to keep world peace and things of that, and you know, America's got to be the what do you call it? The poster child for world peace and this and that. Well, we should take care of what's in our own borders. Tony, you want to go lay down, brother? You don't have to sit there, bro. You look tired.
No, I'm fine. I just got an eye migraine and I can't see.
You got an eye grain.
An eye
Not
grain.
good. An eye grain. That's a new one. Where do I hear secondary audio from?
Hello?
Ah, okay. Yeah, no, the mind grains and the eye grain, those are the worst because it hurts right in your eyeballs. The only thing you can do is sit there and put a little pressure on your eyes, and
No, that doesn't help.
it doesn't. That's the only thing that helps me. John says, "Poor Tony." Oh,
Put your
It
fingers on
doesn't
your...
hurt.
Oh,
It just
poor
it's like I
baby.
have this thing flashing in my eye. And
I'm sure that
it gets bigger and bigger and
Yeah.
bigger until it takes over all my vision until it goes past.
right. I'm sure the 1,000 watts we got blaring over our head is not exactly any help either. So anyway, like I was saying, I mean, what's going on over there in the Middle East, guys, is just getting worse and worse. It's going to spread like fungus until our whole world is turned upside down, and we have, you know, if you look at some videos of the UK and things of that, they've got I don't know what you could call them, Muslims walking around in the streets holding anti-this, anti-that, marches, things of that nature. Preaching, you hate Muslims. This and all just a bunch of shit.
They still call them towelheads over there.
Yes. It's just a matter of time before it's going on here. One video that stands out to me is guys driving down the street doing a report, and it's actually a Vice News reporter doing another report with somebody. Some Muslim dude comes up to the car, says, "Oh, you hate Muslims. You're racist," then punches the dude in the face. Well, I mean, if that shows you the ignorance, basically, of this race. And I'm going to call it a race, this Muslim race. Because they're very ignorant to think that, people are going to put up with it for so long. Get Obama out of the freaking White House. All right, let's get a Muslim out of our White House, all right, and put an American back in. Now, I'm not religious, so it really shouldn't matter, but let's put a good Christian man back into the White House. And we'll see what happens to all these freaking towel heads over here and over there and so on and so forth. I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of it. This is my country, and if you don't like the way we live, the way we talk, and what we teach in our schools, go to hell. Don't even go back to your own country. Just go to hell, Just line them up on a wall and shoot them. I don't know. Just drives me nuts these days, man. Things have gotten so out of hand with politics and our country and other countries and then Islam. Okay, this Islamic ISIS, whatever the frig you want to call it. It's a waste of time, a waste of resources to even try to deal with them in a civilized manner. And I mean anyone and everyone who has a Muslim or that type of belief, who reads the Quran, that preaches kill Americans type things, you know what I mean? Anybody that with that mentality.
Right.
You don't belong here, and if you stay here, you're going to die. The borders are shut. Read an article the other day, our biggest problem is our southern border, the Mexican border. But yet, our government still has not done nothing to fix the problem. Well, I got an idea. Okay, let's take some tax money that you're blowing on other things, and let's build the Great Wall of Mexico. The Chinese did it with no technology, with their hands. Yes, it took quite some time, but look at that. What they built. We don't have half the distance to go. But we also don't have half the time, if you think about it. So shut that border down. No one in, no one out. Period. And if you come in, well, everything better be right. If you try and come in illegally, click, pull. No send backy. I don't know why we do that. We no send back no more. We use as chicken feed. What? The chickens will eat them. You dry them out, grind them up.
I know, it just sounded funny.
What? It's true. You dry them out, grind them up, feed them to the chickens. Done. You feed them to their chickens over in Mexico. So it just starts disease.
Mexico.
Yeah, we should just send them a bunch of food.
Weren't we talking about Mexico yesterday?
We talk about this shit all the time, but we should send them a bunch of food with like sterilization things in it, so we sterilize the whole nation. Yeah, we'll end that place. I told you we should have took it over a long time. It could be a giant resort for Americans.
Right.
It could be a vacation spot for an American. Tony, what do you think about that?
Giant beach.
Giant one. Just go in with bulldozers, line them up.
It's all sand down there anyway.
Enough said. Enough said. We should just
make it one big giant sand pit.
That's it. You just use it for all industry. Just make it industry alone. Nothing but industry.
Like a big sandbox.
Yeah. There you go. Either that. Check this out.
No, we just go down there and take up all the sand and replenish all our beaches.
I was just going to say something to the fact of that. We'll go down there, we'll start sucking all the natural resources out of there and bringing it all up to us via pipeline. The pipeline. You use the pipeline. Leaked documents show hundreds of companies like IKEA, FedEx, and Amazon are dodging tax in Luxembourg. Well, this is in Luxembourg.
Virginia?
In Virginia? No, I would say it was definitely Germany.
What the?
What the hell? Where the hell did you get Virginia and
What did he
Virginia
just say?
from?
Yeah,
What did you just say?
Weren't you going to do one of those today?
Do one of what?
Call up Mike and do Brooksville Bob.
No, I got it loaded. I was going to play a Brooksville Bob skit. But my back would stop itching so damn much. I got to scratch it. Shirt's too tight. I can't reach it.
That.
I
So
can't reach
this weekend, there's a something big this weekend.
Something big this weekend. Something big this weekend at that place.
There's
in that
actually
town.
a polar vortex coming to Alaska.
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, that's not going to happen here, so
it's going to affect. Yeah, it's going to affect the whole.
What's it going to do?
It's a superstorm bigger than Sandy. Yeah.
But it's a polar storm.
So what's it going to do to us?
Nothing.
It's going to.
That's what I'm thinking.
Unseasonable, frigid temperatures to much of the U.S. next week.
Nice. A polar vortex is coming.
See, and I watched
That's
the
on
weather
NBC
this morning. They're calling
Yeah,
for
they're
all
not
next
gonna
week
say
to be
nothing
in
like
the
that.
high 80s.
Sure, well, of course.
I like their answer
Bay
better.
News 9. They,
No, it wasn't.
It was Fox 10.
No.
It's propaganda, whatever.
Fox is Fox 13.
Whatever. Fox 13, Fox 10. It's Florida television. It's propaganda anyway. It's owned by Clear Channel.
Yeah.
You know what's funny?
You're a pain in the ass.
No, our broadcast is brought in. Never mind. It's break time, I think.
Yeah.
I need a cigarette.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. You know, it's Friday, folks, 11/7, TGIF, and I must say, it's been one of those weeks.
Yeah.
Tuesday I feel like I got shit on come Tuesday. I really do. Ever since then, the show has not been up to par all week. You notice that? Just haven't.
Ever since Tuesday.
Tuesday was when we lost Amendment 2.
Yeah.
I have not been. I don't know. It's just a little excitement lost there, I guess. You know what I'm saying? A little disappointment. All week it runs through. You know, I don't know.
And then yesterday you were sick.
God, yesterday was freaking horrible. I was sitting here 1 minute. Yeah. 1 minute, I'm fine. You guys were talking, too, I think. And I don't know what happened. I don't know what came
we were
over me.
going to break. And,
Were we?
And Silent Mish asked if you wanted a cigarette, and you went,
Oh, that's right. Yes, and I stayed right here. I sat here, and within minutes, I knew it was coming. I ran.
Yeah, and then you
to the
came
bathroom.
outside and we're like, "Are you okay?" And you're like, "Yeah, I'm
good
fine."
now.
And then you're like, "Yeah, I'm fine." And then you take off for the grass.
Round
and I'm
two.
like, "Oh God," I'm covering my head, going, "I don't want to be right
They don't
next
even
to
want
him."
to listen to it.
It was pretty.
It was pretty.
It was pretty and yellow.
Yes, yellow and purdy. Gotta tell you, boy. That's a mighty
didn't
good.
need to know what
That's a
color
mighty
it
good
was.
looking throw up you got there, boy. Tony's like, you guys suck.
See what you miss, Tony. This is what you miss when you're not here.
Oh, he knows what he misses. Don't you make no mistake. Are you kidding me? Tony's no dummy. He knows what and when to miss it.
Yeah, just like I might miss work tonight because I have a choice.
Because you have a choice. Nice. You might miss work tonight.
Yeah, it's supposed to be windy and whatever. So
Oh, yeah, that's
I
right.
might just say, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Have fun.
Then
Let me know
tomorrow,
how that works out for you there, Gilligan.
tomorrow night's supposed to be really bad.
You
when
can
it
tell
comes
him
to the rain.
Oh, yeah?
Because there's a vortex coming.
The vortex. Oh, my God.
The polar vortex?
I'm scared, Daddy. Hide me. All
Did you get
right,
rain
with
this
that
morning?
said, I'm going to break.
Did you get rain this morning?
No.
Everything was wet here.
It rained at my house.
Yeah.
I've been
That's
up
what I
since
said.
3.
Nice.
Freaking Chris woke up at 3. and
Listen, I
decided
woke
he was
up at
gonna make a
5
bunch of
something. I don't
noise.
even know when it was.
I think
in this panic.
I pulled the last drag up at 3:00.
What a drag it is when you're not going home.
And so from 3:00 until 6:00, or a little after 6, was driving to the dock.
Wow. It's like cruising and shit, man. Well, you just drove all night. Who the hell are you kidding? The hardest thing Tony had to do is reach up, grab the lever to pull up the net.
No. I'm
No?
going to show them guys how to rig the boat in.
Oh,
They still don't know
they're
how to
green.
do, what.
So it would
drive
be like
first
me
and
being out
whatever.
there, which pretty much still had to work.
Well, no, because they at least know how to pick shrimp.
Oh, yeah, then definitely wouldn't be nothing like me being out there. With that said, we're going to take a break. Talk Shit Radio. We're out.
Let me ask you a question. Are you getting enough? I bet you'd love more, right? Well, AdamandEve.com wants to give you more with 10 free gifts. First, you'll get a sexy surprise for her. Second, a specially selected toy for him. And third, a little something we know you'll both enjoy. Plus, you'll get 6 full-length adult movies on DVD. And number 10, free shipping on your entire order. So what do you have to do to get your 10 free gifts? It's not hard. Just go to AdamandEve.com and select any one item. It could be an adventurous new toy, sexy piece of lingerie, or anything you desire. Just enter offer code GIFT13 at checkout, and you'll get all 10 free gifts. Go check out AdamandEve.com today. Select one item and get 10 free gifts, including free shipping, when you enter offer code GIFT13. That's GIFT 13 at AdamandEve.com.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 1-800-441-3678 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 1-800-441-3678 to take your call now. Call 1-800-441-3678. That's 1-800-441-3678. Again, 1-800-441-3678.
Wants to know me. I got a little girl that really wants to blow me. Mommy, 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 tell me what the hell is wrong. Yeah, I don't mind at all. No, I don't mind at all. No, I don't mind at all. Where she's been. But I can't stand church. I like God, but I really hate church. I like God, but the seats make my ass hurt. Yeah, I don't mind it all. No, I don't mind it all. No, I don't mind it all. Where I land. like sex, so tell me what the hell is wrong. Don't mind it all. No, I don't mind it all. No, I don't mind it all. Where I am, don't mind it all. No, I don't mind it all. No, I don't mind it all. Where I
I'm a pimp, you can check my stats. And rolling a Fleetwood, that's how I mac. I rock all the tracks, so the world knows I love all the girls, smack all the hoes. Show love to those who come real with it. Life's a bitch, but I deal with it. I'm in it to win it like guys and men. Could drink about 15 Heinekens. I'm not born again, but if I was, I'd ask to come back with a little more love. Puffing the Winston, drinking the 4-0. Kid Rock, and I'ma let you know. I've been sitting here just wasting time, drinking, smoking, thinking, trying to free my mind. I've been sitting here just wasting time, drinking, smoking, trying to free my mind. It's been a couple of months in this smoky room, eating shrooms, drinking booze, writing tunes, and hoping to get one of these motherfucking songs to hit. A little bit of love, that's all I need. A little inspiration in a bag of weed. A seed to plant so my tree can grow. You know I left my girl cause I don't need that. Hold up, wait a minute, I'm about to flow. Like a breeze through the trees, you can watch me blow. Puffing the Winston, drinking a 4-0. Kid Rock, and I'ma let you know. I've been sitting here just wasting time, drinking, smoking, thinking, trying to free my mind. I've been sitting here just wasting time, drinking, smoking, trying to free my mind. Oh yeah, oh yeah, free my mind. Ooh yeah, come on. Ow. I ain't no rough guy, ain't no tough guy. Don't get out much and don't dress up fly. I'm born in the game, that's all I am. Giving all my ducats to Uncle Sam. Fuck it, I'm free to do what I please, little lady. I was born at night, but not last night, baby. I've been around, seen some things. I slept in dumpsters, got high with kings. I don't bring much, ain't got a lot to say, but I got more time than Morris Day. Puffing the Winston, drinking the 4-0. Kid Rock, and I'ma let you know. I've been sitting here just wasting time, drinking, smoking, thinking, trying to free my mind. I've been sitting here just wasting time, drinking, smoking, trying to free my mind. I've been sitting here just wasting time, drinking, smoking, thinking, and trying to free my mind. I've been sitting here just wasting time, drinking, smoking, and trying to free my mind. Wasting my time. Hey, I'm smoking. Hey, I'm drinking, trying to free my mind. I've been sitting here just wasting time, drinking, smoking, trying to free my mind.
Hey, you White House, I should run you out. You house proud town mouse, I should run you out. You're trying to keep our feelings off the street. You're nearly a real treat. All tight lips and cold feet. I know you feel up your walls. You got to stem the evil tide and keep it on the inside. Bury you nearly a tree. Bury you nearly a tree, but you're really a
If you or someone you love suffers from drug addiction, now is the time to utilize your private health insurance PPO plan. If eligible, receive up to $30,000 or more in substance abuse benefits with low or no out-of-pocket cost. We are the National Treatment Network, the premier drug and alcohol treatment referral service operating 24/7. We help connect you with facilities nationwide that accepts PPO private health insurance for substance abuse. If you have PPO substance abuse coverage and you need immediate admittance to a medical detox or residential rehab treatment center, call us now. Call our live referral helpline today. The call is free. This program is not available to Medicare or Medicaid customers.
Call 800-296-0906. 800-296-0906. 800-296-0906. That's 800-296-0906.
Are you worried about losing your home to foreclosure? If you've been threatened with foreclosure or receive legal papers from your bank, you have approximately 30 days to respond. If you do not respond, you could lose your home. You have rights. Act now to protect your rights. You can stay in your home. Many times you can even modify your loan. The bottom line is you can get past this, but you must act right now. If you've been served by your bank and you're worried about losing your home to foreclosure, now is the time to fight back and save your home. Time is limited, so call the professionals at National Foreclosure Defense right now.
800-932-4102. 800-932-4102. 800-932-4102. 800-932-4102. That number again is 800-932-4102. Attention small business owners. Growing your business can be tough. Just when you thought you were making money, you found out that you owe the government money. And now that you owe the IRS their cut of your business profits, you may be broke. And if you don't take things seriously, you could go to jail or have your business shut down. But you do have an option. If the IRS is threatening you for unpaid taxes, call the Tax Resources Network. Their tax professionals and ex-IRS agents have over 23 years of experience dealing with the IRS, saving business owners and the self-employed millions in tax dollars. Let us negotiate with the IRS on your behalf. We may be able to reduce your tax debt for a lot less than you owe, help with the IRS audit, and even criminal investigations. If your business owes the IRS $15,000 or more and the IRS is threatening you, don't wait and let your business get shut down or worse. Call for a free consultation. Call 800-917-1799. 800-917-1799. That's 800-917-1799. Again, 800-917-1799.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for bearing with us. It's about 8:21 on 11/14. You were listening to a radio replay. We had some shiznat to deal with here in the studio, so we just put on a replay. But we do have a caller calling in.
Michael Nucitelli is going to be my guest because I'm not really good at Italian names.
Okay, cool. And
He is a New York State licensed psychiatrist, and he also runs iPredator Inc. It's about cyberbullying.
Okay. Cool. What is it? Just a web page, or a whole business, or well, I guess we'll be asking him, or you'll be asking him anyway, because I have some technical things that I must tend to.
You mean a bunch of buttons you're going to push on me like usual?
No, I don't have any. This is all I got. Look, this is all I got. Ready? All right, I'll turn it down so it's not so loud. But I got the regular stager, another stager, and then the super stager.
Okay.
And that's it. I didn't load anything else. Tony's back, but he's just chilling. You ain't gotta sit. Relax. He's jumping, dropping, getting ready to grab the mic. He just came back from the boat, so he's just kicking back in the studio listening to the show this morning, folks. It's it's Friday, man. I'm glad.
I know, my baby's sick though.
Your baby? Oh yeah, your daughter. Yeah, yep.
I feel so bad.
Yeah, she's got some kind of whooping cough thing going on there.
Yeah, I know. I told her, I said, don't hug Michelle.
Yeah, no, enough said.
She says, okay, Mommy, I won't.
Yep, definitely. Looking at buddy of mine's Facebook page, and he shared the link to those scammers, those dirty scammers. Daisy
first one
says,
of the morning.
yeah, so it felt good too. I got to have at least one. Daisy says, good morning, and we are back. I do appreciate it. I'm trying to tell John that we're back live right now. But yeah, so we're going to be talking about cyberbullying and all of this good stuff with our guest this morning. And if I know him, he's going to be, what the hell was that? He's going to be prompt
at
baby.
8:30.
Love you. Good luck.
Yeah, she woke up late this morning.
I know.
Very, very late.
Love you, baby.
Yeah. We're going to be talking about cyberbullying and this and that. And if I, from what I've spoke to with our guest, he's going to definitely explain to us what he does. Now, again, you're going to host the interview a little bit. I'll interject, you know what I'm saying, but I'll be in and out. I gave her the old sink or swim insignia.
Yeah.
No, it's not like that. I just got shit to do. But anyway, again, I'm glad it's Friday. That's for sure. I might actually go out on the boat tonight if Captain Tony takes it by himself tonight.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Good luck.
I'm going to bring one of the cameras and film the
you're not
deadliest
gonna
shrimp. No, hell no. I'll be in the way. I literally, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I will be in the way. And, yeah, probably scared. My fingers are made for buttons. These fingers are made for buttons. And that's just what they'll do. Picking those shrimp is just something that I probably can't do. Yeah, hey, there we go. We got a parody song. So, no, I don't know. It depends on if he has a helper or not. I mean, obviously, if he's a man down, I'll do the best I can. But I probably won't be much help. You know what I'm saying? I could probably help him pick some shrimp, but I guarantee he'll get frustrated and be like, all right, Luke, go sit in the cabin. Just go sit down. Yeah.
It's hard.
I know, and that's why
sucks.
I'm telling you, the one and only time I did it for about 17 minutes. And it was humiliating for me. Never mind
And
the
the
other
worst
guys.
part is, especially like if you're
Oh,
a girl,
my
you end up
God.
with freaking man hands.
Well, see, I have girl hands, and that's the way I want to keep it. You know, I have nice, soft hands. You know what I mean? There's no calluses. You know, the worst I've got is carpal tunnel from messing with the mouse and the keyboards. You know what I'm saying?
Now,
But
see, I
I've
have
always
some calluses on my hand.
No.
But that's from weeding.
Yeah, no. Even when I was driving a truck, no steering wheel hands.
Just girly hands.
Yeah, I'd rather it that way. The girlies like it.
Well, don't matter what other girlies, just what Mish likes.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, without these girly hands, Mish would have been like, just another man.
Chris's hands are rough, but
well,
I like
Chris
that.
is a working man.
I like that.
He busts his ass
Yes,
with
he
his
does.
hands. Don't get me wrong. I've been out there. I've done the manual labor, but
But you know what? He wouldn't do anything else.
no, he doesn't strike the type.
He's
He couldn't
always,
sit down in front of a computer all day.
He worked in a nursing home in the kitchen for a year just because, with me not being able to work,
Mm-hmm.
somebody had to bring in something. So a friend of mine got him a job, and he did that for about a year until this came up.
Gotcha.
And then,
yeah.
because he actually,
Well, this is a badass gig. I got to be honest with you.
Yeah.
What he does,
oh yeah,
I love it.
Well, see, he actually
I actually
worked for the
stopped and
last
looked.
guy.
I actually stopped and looked at some steel buildings yesterday just to see them. You know the ones that are shaped like the barns.
Mm-hmm.
God, I would love to have one of those and then close it in. Even if I had animals to put in it, it would just be cool to have a barn in the backyard. It would.
Your yard's not big enough for a barn.
Oh man, when I was a kid, my grandmother, we used to go up and visit this property that my grandmother had, or it was my grandmother's sister or something like that. And it was all farm. They had a barn, they had bulls, they had cows, they had chickens. There was everything. When they milked the cows, it went all into this machine or this tank. Then the truck came in, and it was awesome. I remember following, I guess it's my grandmother's brother-in-law, I guess you can call it.
Okay.
And they were in the big tractor. They went across the road, and they were doing something in the field. And I followed them. I walked over there. And I'll never forget it because I was almost traumatized, but then it turned out cool because I was just watching the big tractor. Well, he had come rolling up to me, opens the door, screaming at me, going, "What the hell are you doing? You can't follow me around like that. Are you crazy? You can't walk around here." And I couldn't understand why until he says, "Get in this damn thing." And I get up in the cab of the thing, and I'm standing, behind him on his right hand side, and I don't remember the kid that was on the other side because there was another kid in the cab with us. But I remember him explaining to me that there was bears all over the place. That they would have just came and snatched me up, and he wouldn't even seen it because he was out there. And thank God he turned around this whole thing. So it turned out to be a cool thing because here I am standing in this tractor going, "Wow." This is badass, you know?
I know, those things are huge.
Yeah. And I'm a Long Island kid from, I mean, it wasn't exactly the city of Long Island, but it wasn't exactly the country of Long Island. I lived in the suburbs.
Right.
So going up to this farm was like, whoa. I loved it. Yeah, I loved every minute of it. Walking around, petting the cows like they were friendly, and meanwhile, I didn't know 2 months from now they're going to be on my plate,
Yeah.
It was cool. So we have about a minute left. Let's see how promptness stands.
I'm sure it'll probably be.
Make sure I got the phone line up.
Yeah, I was going to say, make sure phone line's up.
That would suck. It's probably not. No, it's not. Oops,
Oh, boy.
Yeah. I'm afraid to check my email now. Probably cursing me right now. Cursing you, too.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I have no news today because it's Friday. It's no news Friday. That's what it is today.
Awesome.
No news is good news, says Gary Gnu. Right? So anyway, I have no news today, so let's see how we do with nothing in front of me. I have the Spreaker and the Facebook. That's it. So we'll see how we can conduct the show today like that.
I have news.
You have news?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you're blowing it for me. You're blowing it. All right, so phone line is open. Hopefully,
No, because then you can do it like I do it.
What?
You guys read all the news and I talk all the shit.
Yeah, see, that's basically what I do. We have a voicemail, so I would assume, being that I cleared all the voicemail, we know who.
You have one
this
new
voicemail is from.
message. Press 1 for new messages. Press 2
Try not to
first.
delete it today.
Message received 8:30 a.m.
Hello, this is Dr. Michelli calling at 8:30 a.m. It is 8:30 a.m. Calling in. I'll try to call back.
Okay, so.
Message deleted. No more messages.
All right, there we go. So he'll call back in a few minutes. But so you said you had news up, huh?
Yep.
All right, go ahead. I'll let you read some news, I guess. We'll do some news.
Well,
this morning.
this one I found only because it really bothers me. In Winter Haven, they had an active shooter drill at a Polk County middle school that frightened students, and the parents weren't even notified that they were going to be doing that.
Nice.
I'm sorry. I understand the whole fire drill, tornado drills.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, have my kid do that. I don't need to know about that crap. But if you're going to have my child pretend like somebody's coming in with a gun, I want to know that.
Why? All right, here
Because
we go.
you're scaring the hell out of my kid.
Not always. All right, you ready? Michael's his name?
Yes.
Good morning, sir. You are live, Talk Shit Radio.
Oh, good morning. Good morning, Talk Shit.
We were
How are
just
you?
we were just listening to your message. Going, oops.
Oh, all right.
I forgot to have the.
Are we live?
We are live, buddy. We are always live.
Oh, great. Well, good morning to you guys, and obviously good morning to your listeners. And let me begin by first saying thank you. Is that
Thank
it
you.
is Friday here. I wake up, I'm here in New York, and there's snow on the ground. And I put on your show 8:07 a.m., and I am humbled. I put on your show at 8:07 a.m., and what do I hear? Pink Floyd's Pigs from Animals, one of my all-time favorite songs, albums, and obviously, other than Bob Marley, Pink Floyd is my favorite band.
Awesome.
We actually
Mine too.
that was actually last Friday's episode that we were just a little dragging ass here this morning in the studio. I had some things to take care of, so I played a little of last Friday's episode, and then we cut live about 20 minutes ago, I'd say. So that's funny.
Well, to me, it was live, so I'll take it as a thank you anyway. And not only did you play Pigs, but you played the whole song.
Oh, absolutely.
It was awesome. You never, ever hear any radio broadcast play anything the entire of,
No.
I'd be shocked someday if somebody actually plays the entire Shine On You Crazy Diamond from Wish You Were Here.
We do.
We do.
That's funny that you say that. The whole
Well, you got a
25
new fan
minutes
here from New York.
The whole 25 minutes and 17 seconds of it. It's a nice little break for us. We put it on usually about this time in the morning. We take a break. No, we usually is it
About
8:30? 8 o'clock to 8:30. I put it on because it's 25 minutes. We let it roll and we take a break. So yeah, I love playing the songs entirely. Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you. I really appreciate it. So this morning, I guess we're going to be talking about the dark side of cyberspace.
Yes, we were discussing
I heard
it a little.
That you had talked about, which we could certainly talk, because that's one of the typologies of my construct called iPredator. You had mentioned cyberbullying. So I'll just follow you guys, whatever, and anybody who wants to call in, more than welcome, because then I can go into the moniker Dr. Internet Safety, to where I take calls, and anybody who's getting can I use profanity on
We are internet radio, so you could say pretty much what the fuck you want.
Well, if anybody's getting fucked with, whether it be because iPredator is 7 typologies, and if you want me to go shrink, I can. I can be forensic shrink. But really, iPredator, I wrote the construct back in 2011. The American College Forensic Examiners made it the cover story for their quarterly journal, which, not that it brought me any greenbacks, but it really brought credibility. But really what iPredator is 7 typologies, and it represents anybody that uses cyberspace, social media, Facebook, that goes into cyberspace to fuck with other people. And iPredator is cyberbullies, cyberstalkers, cyber terrorists. You know, now that we're killing... I'm sorry?
You there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, okay. You started cutting in and out there for a sec. Go ahead.
Okay, so the typologies are cyberbullying, cyberstalking, online sexual predators, which are the worst of the worst to me. Now that we're seeing on TV, you're hearing a little bit about ISIS now doing social media. That is one of the typologies of cyber terrorism. Internet trolls, cyber harassment, and the new typology I added about a month ago, which is, if not to sound religious, but pristine evil, are your online child pornography distributors and the business thereof, online child porn.
Gotcha.
Wow.
Gotcha. All right, so that defines what that is. Now, what exactly is it that you do?
Well, what I do personally, I'm my doctoral degree is in psychology. I got back in '95, and then in 2006, I got really interested in forensic, the dark side of the mind. Got certified as a forensic psychologist. Let's go now to now. So what I did is back in 2010, 2011. Obviously I'm a forensic shrink, thinking about, your child molesters, your criminals. And I go online and
And let's face it, in New York, there's no shortage. There's no shortage in New York, so let's face it.
There's no shortage anywhere.
That's actually an excellent segue into iPredator, because when it comes to iPredator, listeners, it is global. So it wasn't until I did a little bit of studying that I realized, man, there's a lot of evil shit going on in cyberspace. And that's when it opened up proverbial Pandora's box, and I really realized, dear God, and then I started to research cyberspace, internet technology, social media, all of that, and that's when I had the epiphany I was like, wow. So, I wrote the theory, and it's for anybody to read, and even though I'm a shrink, I hate citing and all the APA academia kind of nonsense. So I wrote my theory freehand. So anybody wants to read it, it is written, and there's, it came from my head. Thank God I'm in recovery. And now, here we are, 2014, and I want to first give a shout out. One of the fathers of modern criminology, for anybody who has studied the dark side, his name is Stanton Samenow. And back in 1984, and I had to actually read his fucking book in school, he wrote a book called Inside the Criminal Mind, which literally changed industrialized nations, the way they look at the criminal mind. Well, after 30 years, he just released his updated edition 2 weeks ago. Well, November 4th. And by the grace of God, I get an email, and page 63, he actually quoted Dr. Nuccitelli.
Nice.
It was related to cyberbullying, but I just want to give a shout-out to him, not that he's listening.
No sweat, no sweat. Yeah.
He's on his book tour, but I was just so honored that one of the fathers of modern criminology actually noticed iPredator, which is amazing.
Scary because you're actually, I feel like you're talking about me a little. No, I'm just kidding.
He's got a big head.
No, I'm just saying I'm a bully on the internet. Hence the name Talk Shit Radio. I jump all over everybody. I'm one of those guys.
well, the first thing is not to if we want to get exact, and not that I give a shit, is that really when it comes to cyberbullying, at least in this country and most countries right now, is that cyberbullying only applies to children. You have to be a minor under 18 or under. Anything over that, what you would be is you would either be a troll, an internet troll, or engaging in what's called cyber harassment.
That would be me.
But that's all just terminology nonsense. To me, it is the dark shit of cyberspace is what I deal with on a day-to-day basis.
No kidding. So
and people, and if I may. And first and foremost, because I get this all the time, is, well, Dr. Nooch, what do you want us to do? Turn off the internet? So the first thing is, my answer to that is no. I love information technology. I love all the benefits. What I'm asking folks to do is just wake up a little bit and, practice a little bit of caution when you go into cyberspace. And that's what iPredator is all about.
Gotcha. I see. Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. Now I understand and I see. But now let me ask you this, all right? As an individual, this website that I'm looking at here, is this how you make a living?
Well, that's one of them. Obviously, when the website, iPredator.co, if you look at it, it is close to a gig of shit that I put together over the last 2 years. And it addresses essentially all of the typologies. It gives safety tips. But, the way I make a living is obviously through consultation, whether it's from people, businesses. I also created tools that people can use for investigation, assessment, and stuff like that. But everything I've created is non-tech. So really, iPredator is all about everything between the ears. It has nothing to do with software technology. It is what I'm trying to create, which doesn't exist, is cyber criminal psychology and cyber criminal profiling.
And basically awareness is what you're saying. You're trying to make people aware and inform them.
Well, yeah, a lot of it, yes, exactly. You just summed up the entire mission of iPredator. Is the vast majority of people that I get calls from, they have already been told by their family. Let's say for one of you are getting cyber stalked, where you have it could be an ex-husband, it could be just somebody from cyberspace that is calling you, calling your jobs, calling your children, calling your mother, your father, going into your social media, leaving horrid messages, doing whatever they can do to get you fired. If they have any technology, they're trying to get into your bank accounts, and they're really just trying to create an implosion to where you end up in some psych facility down there in Florida.
Gotcha.
So you would call me, and most of the people who are calling me have already gone to their family and loved ones, and said, well, just cancel your Facebook or shut off the internet. They've been to the police, the judicial system, where those two systems are in 1983, where they can't say, well, if the person doesn't have a knife to your throat, we can't help you. Mm-hmm. Then they go to the Google, the Facebooks, and then they go to the actual website hosts who, under, and I understand, under the First and Second Amendments, freedom of speech, in cyberspace, there is no internet laws. None. So people can do and say and behave however they want. And to date, here in the United States, we are just starting to hear slightly a couple of laws that are going on. But in reality, is I could brutalize your network and do whatever I can, get all my friends and associates, called by proxy, and with a little technology, is make sure that you never broadcast again.
Absolutely. I had a somewhat similar incident happen. Somebody had made a Facebook page with my name, stole a picture of me, sent some messages to some of my friends. So I guess you would consider that kind of like what you're talking about.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. That falls under the line. It's not an actual typology, because what that is a tactic that's used by predators, where it's impersonation. So whoever this person is, I don't know if you ever identified him or her or they.
Oh yeah.
They steal your profile. They use some of your demographic information, and then what they do is they present themselves as you.
Yeah. Well, see.
Yeah, the kids call that sock puppets. Where that came from, I don't know.
This individual
but
didn't
that
realize.
Is exactly one of the major problems that is going on. And what do? Did you call Facebook?
No.
No, you can't call Facebook.
No, you know
there
why?
Isn't like a phone number that you could call and say, "Hey, Facebook."
I'll tell you why.
There's this shit going on, and they take it. It doesn't happen.
I knew who it was. I had his address. I had his phone number. So I Google mapped his house, and I sent some friends on their motorcycles for a quick little ride. It was, 7-8 hour trip from here, and they called him from Mount Eagle, Tennessee. And
I hate Mount Eagle.
Yeah.
Oh,
I asked him which truck was his in the driveway. And he said, "Excuse me?" I said, "Well, I want you to look out your front window and wave to my friends across the street." And
unfortunately, and I don't want to sound political because I'm apolitical, but your left-wing liberals would say that is vigilantism,
oh, yes.
which is bullshit.
Yes.
Because what you did is, I wish, when I have, unfortunately, poor moms from South Carolina calling me and nobody is helping them, I wish they could pick up the phone and call, a group of friends that show up to the ex-husband who is brutalizing her and the children.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. No, I agree. I mean, and it wasn't nothing more but scare tactics, because these guys were hungering for, to get on their motorcycles and take a ride. I gave them a reason to. They went up there, all expense paid, waved to the guy, got back on their motorcycles and left. The funny thing is he called me and he's like, instantly, "Listen, I don't want no problems." Da, 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 da. I said, "Well, take the page down right now. I want to refresh it. I'm looking at it. I want to refresh it and see it disappear." And that was the end of that. So yeah, I guess that's a good. I don't know. I guess that'd be a good way to solve the problem.
No, that would be, if I may, that would be an awesome way to solve the problem. It's just, unfortunately, here in the United States, well, I'm not just going to say the United States, globally, it doesn't exist. So now is that you've got people that are being targeted, because I get the phone calls, where they can't do anything, and they end up calling me, Dr. Nuccitelli, and then they go through the whole litany. Nobody believes me. Everybody thinks I'm crazy, and it's, what do I do?
So let me ask you this,
Doctor. I
Doctor.
could say, well, here's the number. Call them. They're a bunch of bikers. They'll take care of this.
Right. Let me ask you this. We
and
just
donate to whatever charity for whatever. But it doesn't happen, and that's the downside.
We just had another incident, kind of similar. It's kind of like an internet scam, but I guess it's bullying and cyberbullying tactics. People posing as the FBI or the tax IRS, saying, "Oh, you owe this money and this and that." We called them yesterday. If you listen to yesterday's show, I called this guy every damn book you name in the book you could possibly call somebody from over in Pakistan or Iran or wherever. Yeah, the guy's like, "Fuck off, fuck you." I'm like, "Listen here, you little sand nigger, I'm gonna come on." Oh God, I was brutal. We called him live on the air.
If they're calling to try to solicit money through fear tactics, that would fall under the predator typology of cybercrime. Because what cybercrime is, just like regular crime, it's looking to steal, or extort, in this situation, is extort people for money using fear tactics.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was, Doc. Absolutely. Wow.
And, and unfortunately, I keep saying unfortunately, and again, I'm not a fatalist. It's just that and I'm very patriotic, pro-USA, so I'll just talk about the U.S., is that we need something to help folks, because there is nothing.
No, there is absolutely nothing. I'm a patriot 100% all the way. I believe in the original Constitution of the United States. I don't believe in, corporate America, all of that stuff. But yeah, there's definitely a lot more that can be done. But hell, part of the problem is our own government out there. cyberbullying. Well, bullying, period.
Yeah, but what I don't understand is that if we think of capitalism, right, and God bless the hyenas out there that are looking to make $1 off of everybody, I don't understand why those same hyenas, whatever you want to call them, nothing to try, is why aren't they jumping on the wagon and saying, internet safety, I got this product, I got this, sir,
Yeah.
That's not even happening.
Nope.
And we act as a nation like it's 1983. We're pre-information age. And here we are going into 2015. We have, and I just checked for this show, there are presently 2.9 billion people on the internet globally, which is obviously only going to grow with each passing year. 2.9 billion. We got 7.1 billion people on the face of the earth. We're almost at half. So when you think of 2.9 billion folks and you think of the connectivity and you think about cyberspace, that's a shitload of people, and that is an environment where, and it's happening, where, and this is why I call it dark side of cyberspace, there's no monitoring.
The wild, wild west of the internet. Yep.
But there's nothing.
Yeah, the wild, wild west of the internet. Yep.
And that's exactly what a lot of pundits will call it, the wild, wild west of the internet.
Mm-hmm.
But see, when you think about the wild, wild west, guys, if we go back to the 1800s, what did I have? If I didn't have my posse, what I had next to me on my horse is I had a weapon. I could protect myself. See, so if we use the analogy of the wild, wild west, which is an excellent, but at least, many of them at least had a weapon or something to protect themselves. You don't have that here.
Right. What? Crap. He just threw it at me, so now everything I had in my brain went poof.
That's okay.
So now, does your website help get people to open up to the police, or how does it work? I see that you have tests and exams and stuff on there.
What I do is when a person calls in, that's part of the consultation service I provide, is I walk through with it. And if I have to work with them for 3 weeks, it's essentially educating them on what to do. So the first thing that, and I get a lot of calls from parents because cyberbullying, and we can talk about that, is it really is incredibly... Think about this, guys, and for the listeners. When I was a kid, I just turned 50 2 days ago. Happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday.
And I'll take your gift as the animal song. Thank you, because it really brightened my morning. Is when I was a child, okay, his name was Brian Suing and Rob Perpetua. They used to beat the shit out of me, all right? I was bullied. It was pre-information age back in the 70s. At the end of the day, or at the end of the beating, I used to be able to leave school or the ball field and go home, all right, to where it stopped. And, and then when the summers came, obviously summer break or the weekends or holidays, I could leave, all right? Now, with cyberspace and now with information technology, today's children are not only having the shit beat out of them, but now when they go home and they go on to their little social profiles, it is incessant. And it is now cyberbullying, to where the bullying is not just beating the shit out of you. Him and his friends are constantly teasing, taunting, and climbing up your ass 24/7, 365.
Yeah, see, that's what I worry about, because I have a 13-year-old, and she's all about the Facebook and all about this and all about that. But I, as a parent, have all of her passwords. I check her stuff periodically. She never knows when I look or what I'm looking at, so... Because, kids aren't known to really go and tell their parents when stuff like that happens, and I want to make sure that my child's protected.
Well, that's one of the, and maybe you could tell your listeners, because that is one of the biggest things I try to do when I do, whether I do radio or anything, because to me it's all educational. And you may think of what you do as something that's common sense. Well, my dear, it is not common sense. It is something that every parent has to do, because if you don't, all right, your child is a target, all right? And everything that I've done, because part of my predator is profiling, I spend my life studying and researching the dark side. So if I was an predator and I am an online sexual predator, a pervert, pedophile, whatever you want to call, I go in and I troll Facebook. I just put in names and stuff until I come across a picture of a 13-year-old. First thing I do is I check her, her settings. Is she friends only, friends of friends, or public? Then when I get in, if I can get in, I see, are there any adults involved in this child's profile? And if there's not, I know either the parents are clueless or the parents don't know. Now, me, as a pedophile, what does that tell me? I got somebody. And I don't need to continue to go on, but there you go. The online sexual predator, first and foremost, is looking for children that are practicing deception from the parents or a discouraged child. So what you're doing is what every parent needs to do in this country in order to try to stop what's going on. But the vast majority of parents don't even do close to what you do.
Well, thank you. That makes me feel kind of good.
That's awesome. Definitely.
Well, for me, that only pisses me off. Not pisses me off at you. It pisses me off at the country that I love, because we sit here and what you just said. When you think about it, what you're doing is being a parent.
Right.
So why is it now, and I've heard this over and over, Dr. Nucitelli, what am I supposed to do? I don't know. I don't have a Facebook account. I don't give a shit that you don't have a Facebook account. I don't give a shit that you don't even go online. You don't have to. But how about sit down and ask your kid what's going on?
Yeah.
It doesn't happen.
Well, and at at age 13, it's kind of hard to get them to tell you what's going on, because don't get me wrong, some things I find out on her Facebook page. And I'm like, I didn't know that.
Yeah, her 13-year-old and my 13-year-old are friends.
Best friends.
Yeah, so it's interesting. It's definitely interesting.
A lot of fun.
Yeah, and I have a 20-year-old daughter too that I refuse to let go. I'm up in her face in her life. I mean, I'm not going to stop being a parent. Can't happen.
Right.
My parents. Let me ask you.
Go ahead.
How do you get your listeners, whoever your listeners may be out there in the world, how do you get them to understand, even the first thing is, all right, you're talking about the adolescents, being a pediatric shrink. That's all I used to do in private practice, is work with kids, teens, and families. And I used to tell parents the first thing I would say is, okay, your daughter is 13 years old, 90% of the shit that she's doing, she's not going to tell you about.
Yep, exactly.
It's the same thing that applies now. And it will always apply, because that is a developmental issue of a teenager. When a teen, and that's what the developmental psychology is, they go from dependency of parents to now, I'm the center of the universe, I'm an adult, I'm big, I'm this, I'm that. It is assumed that a teenager is going to hide from the parent. The same thing that applies now. So what I tell parents is, you have to be assumptive. You have to know that your child is going to be doing stuff, both good and bad, that you don't know about. So you have to assume that that's going to be happening, and not that you have to be up the ass of your child 24/7, but you have to at least monitor them and play stupid parent. Hey, I don't know about this new Instagram or Snapchat thing. What is this all about?
Right.
And if present yourself and create an ambiance to where, because the kid's already looking at you as, you're just my stupid mom or dad. You're not cool.
No. Not in this house.
An ambiance that you're a stunats, as us Italian,
Stunats, yeah.
Many times they will open up and start to teach you about it. And then if you sit there, because I actually developed an idea called digital dinner, where every Wednesday is, even if you have to put it up on the refrigerator, is that the kids know when you sit down at dinner, not that that's happening anymore, to where the kids know it's going to be talking about social media and stuff like that.
Actually, we still sit down and have
by
dinner.
doing that, it's slowly but surely, and it doesn't happen overnight, it creates a forum to where the kids, the children, are teaching the parents about cyberspace. And if I could do that, and if I could get a quarter of the country to do that, I could drop dead. I did my job.
I think here in Florida, Doc, and I think you would probably throw up if you were able to just sit up high and just watch everybody and how they treat people. And not everybody. There is a vast majority of people that are still actually families with morals, I guess I should say. But if you sit back and just watch, there is a majority of people here in Florida, whether it be New Yorkers, Boston, no matter where you're from, Florida, they're more concerned about their own possessions, well-being, their own life than their kids. The kids become secondary, I think. And I see a huge problem with that. And then they sit back and go, oh, I don't understand why my kid's running away, or she's got 6 piercings and 40 tattoos. Well, I mean, because you were more interested in yourself than being a parent to your child. To me, the most important thing in my life was my children. I gave up everything, anything to make sure that they were provided for. And I guess not that my parents did it wrong, because I had great parents. My mother was an ex-Marine. My father was a hard-working man. My mother, when she went on vacation, it took 2 temporary people to replace her position, so on and so forth. But in the time, they didn't. My mother worked 90 hours a week. My father was a truck driver. Put it at that. I didn't see anybody, I made it my mission at a young age to have children, because by the time my mother, or what the hell was that? By the time, I was 12, 13 years old, my mother was, they were up there in age and couldn't hang out and keep up and things of that nature. So, and I guess my biggest thing with my children was, and I don't see this a lot, is people spend too much time trying to be a police to their child instead of being a parent. And okay, yes, you have to have a certain friendship with your parents or with your children. Okay, but you still have to be their parents. You can't just hang out with your kid and be a parent and drink and smoke and be happy with them, It just doesn't work, because then they see that example from you. I've always been open with my children. I've never hid a thing from them. I've taught them, the ways of the street, the ways of the real world. I grew up in Central Islip, Long Island, Doc. I hold those values very close to me. I learned a lot on the street. So I brought that down to my children, and I think that openness, but yet that sternness, don't get me wrong, they're not perfect, but by no means, there's shit with every family. But for the most part, they're very aware of their surroundings. They know right from wrong, things of that nature. You know what I mean? I've almost left it up to them, but I've safeguarded their decisions, I guess what I'm trying to say.
And and once again, not to sound too shrinky, is that there are 3 types of parenting styles, which I don't know, it was years ago. You have 2 ends of the continuum. You have the permissive parent, you have the authoritarian parent, and then you have the middle of the road, which is exactly what you're doing, and not to blow smoke up your ass, but that is called the authoritative parent, where you balance being permissive and being strict, and essentially the goal of the authoritative parent, which is once established, it is lifelong, is creating mutual respect with the child. Yeah. You're not their best friend. You're also not Adolf Hitler. Yep. You're somewhere in between. The child learns that, they have privacy, but they also know they can't go past certain boundaries.
I would definitely have to agree with that. Now that you say that, and thinking of the way that I've done things and the way that I continue to do things, you hit the nail right on the head with me. And yeah, anybody that knows me will tell you that's pretty much how I am with my kids.
Same here.
Yeah. That's awesome, Doc. That's awesome. Well, listen, we got to get some commercials going. I thank you for taking time to come on the show, and I'm going to extend an open invitation, just like I do to every one of my guests. Not that anybody's taken us on it.
No.
Nobody's called us back. But anytime you hit us up, drop us an email, you want to talk some shit, the phone lines are open. Absolutely.
Oh, thank you. So are we done with the interview, or should I stay here? What do you want me to do here?
I got to take some breaks. That's up to you, man. I mean, you want to hold on for a few minutes? I got to throw up some commercials, or we can call you back, or we could. It doesn't matter. It's up to you, man. It doesn't matter to me. We do not. I don't have a program manager that sits over my ear and tells me what, when, where, and how. We just kind of shoot from the hip on this show, and it kind of works. So.
Well, it's up to you guys. Do you think your listeners want to hear more shit about what's going on? I mean, I can hold. It doesn't matter to me, man.
I don't care. I can actually call you back so you're not sitting on the line. Because with the system,
so call me back. I'll wait for you guys.
You got it. Let me get some commercials up. I'll play a song, and we'll be right back.
All right.
You got it. All right. We've been live with the Doc. That's his new name, the Doc. The Doc. Yeah. Pretty cool. So I got to get up a few commercials here because we're actually a little bit behind on the commercials. So let's get that going, and we'll be back. I'm going to call the Doc back, and we'll hang out with him for a little bit, and then we'll finish the show.
There we go.
All right. Talk Shit Radio, everyone. Hope you're enjoying the show. We'll be back with the Doc. That's his new name, by the way. And his name is Michael. Pronounce his last name because I don't want to hack it. Nuccelli, yes. Michael Nuccelli. Dr. Michael Nuccelli.
He keeps calling himself Dr. Nooch, so.
Dr. Nooch. I like that. Dr. Nooch. That sounds real Italian. Hey, Dr. Nooch. That's the doc over there. All right, so we're going to call the doc back right after these messages. Talk Shit Radio, everyone. Thanks for listening.
Let me ask you a question. Are you getting enough? I bet you'd love more, right? Well, AdamandEve.com wants to give you more with 10 free gifts. First, you'll get a sexy surprise for her. Second, a specially selected toy for him. And third, a little something we know you'll both enjoy. Plus, you'll get 6 full-length adult movies on DVD. And number 10, free shipping on your entire order. So what do you have to do to get your 10 free gifts? It's not hard. Just go to AdamandEve.com and select any one item. It could be an adventurous new toy, sexy piece of lingerie, or anything you desire. Just enter offer code GIFT13 at checkout, and you'll get all 10 free gifts. Go check out AdamandEve.com today. Select one item and get 10 free gifts, including free shipping, when you enter offer code GIFT13. That's GIFT 13 at AdamandEve.com.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 1-800-441-3678 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 1-800-441-3678 to take your call now. Call 1-800-441-3678. That's 1-800-441-3678. Again, 1-800-441-3678.
Bomba-dee-da, 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 bomba-dee-da,
Until
bomba-dee-da,
we meet
bomba-dee-da,
again.
bomba-dee-da-dee-da,
Happy trails to you.
bomba-dee-da, bomba-dee-da,
Keep smiling
bomba-dee-da,
until then.
Who cares about the clouds when we're together? Just sing a song and think about sunny weather.
Happy trails to you till we meet
Limited time offer, 24-month commitment and credit qualification require cancellation fee, auto pay, and paperless billing and other restrictions apply. If you can't see the difference, why pay the difference? Switch to Dish for the best deal in entertainment. Only Dish brings you the best in entertainment for less than $20 a month. Cut the cable and don't get directed. Switch to Dish because at just $19.99, Dish saves you every time you turn on the TV. It's so simple. The same channels cost less with Dish. So since you can't see the difference, don't pay the difference. Switch to Dish for the best deal in entertainment. Get premium movie channels free for 3 months, starting at just $19.99. Dish saves you every time you turn on the TV. Call now to save with Dish. Dial 1-800-518-1300. That's 1-800-518-1300. The same channels for less than $20 a month. Dish. Call 1-800-518-1300 for details.
Good morning, Vietnam! Hey, this is not a test. This is rock and roll. Time to rock it from the Delta to the DMZ. Is that me or does that sound like an Elvis Presley movie? Viva Da Nang. Oh, Viva Da Nang. Da Nang me, why don't they get a rope and hang me? Hey, is it a little too early for being that loud? Hey, too late.
Talk Shit Radio is a Kennedy Studios Productions. The opinions stated by various contributors to Talk Shit Radio and its radio programs are not to be considered as or endorsed by Kennedy Studios Incorporated. Visitors are urged to use their own discretion to draw their own conclusions. All information, products, services, and use of this website is for entertainment purposes only and personal use only. Talk Shit Radio Network does not confirm nor deny the validity or accuracy of the information contained within the website or broadcast. Any services or products provided by Talk Shit Radio Network and its host contributors should be used solely for entertainment purposes only.
Welcome back to Talk Shit Radio. We were on the phone with Dr. Nooch talking about cyberspace and cyberbullying and all that good stuff, but I had to take a break. And you okay? Yeah. Wonderful, right? Like Mish says, wonderful.
Fabulous.
Yeah. So, yeah, we were on the phone with Dr. Nooch. We had to take a little break, so he is standing by, waiting for us to give him a shout back. Very interesting stuff going on. We've got about 45 minutes left of the show, so we'll give him a call back for about 15 minutes, and then we'll wrap up the show. So I'm going to call Dr. Nooch right back right now. And here we go. Getting Dr. Nooch back on the line.
Good morning, Stoey.
Hey, Doc, what's up?
Hey, what's going on? Good morning.
We're back with Talk Shit Radio. Appreciate the patience, buddy. I had to play some commercials and throw a song or two up there, but we're back live.
As a New Yorker say, you do what you got to do.
Absolutely. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
So how much time do we have left for your listeners?
We got about 15 minutes left, and then I got a few announcements and stuff. So in about 15 minutes, we'll wrap it up with you, and then I'll finish my ending announcements for the day, and we cut it at about 10 o'clock.
All right, cool. Well, first, if I may, I want to say, I first want to say thank you to you guys. I mean, because obviously the goal is to create awareness. And, anytime you want to have me come on, you get a no-show or cancellation, give a call. And if I'm not talking to a victim or something, I would be more than honored to come on and, help, spew more shit about staying safe in cyberspace.
Yeah, certainly. I'd like to do a little more segment about it and get some of the listeners involved next time. I left the phone lines to the point where it's just us. But next time I would like to open them up and have some callers call in, maybe talk to you about some experiences they've got had going on, or, things of that nature.
Well, one of the things, because I've been doing this gig now for a while, and obviously, and you had hit it on the head, it's creating awareness. Part of awareness is me going out there and talking to folks. And what I've learned, and hopefully, we'll see next time, when it comes to listeners, very rarely, and I don't know why, is very rarely will people call in when it's related to iPredator and dark side of cyberspace stuff. Now, if I go on, and I've been doing this now for 6 or 7 years, but I've only been doing iPredator now for 3. But when I used to, if we go turn the time, when I would go on to talk about, pedophiles, child molestation as a forensics shrink, people would call in and talk about their own lives, how they were molested, or their children. But here we are now in 2014, when I go on and I'm doing educational, what we're doing today, very rarely will callers call in with questions about cyberbullying or cyberstalking or any of the typologies. And to me, it fascinates me, because what is what is your show or somebody calling in? They're not identified. They don't have to give their name. They can be completely anonymous. But even though there's complete anonymity, people don't call in, and I don't know why. I've asked a couple of my shrink friends, a couple of people here in New York in marketing, and what they tell me is, even though a potential listener, caller, knows they're anonymous, they're embarrassed to talk about getting jacked or tagged in cyberspace.
Absolutely. It's people let their pride get in the way even when they are anonymous.
Yeah.
So yeah. And it's a shame, because if more people would talk about things, the better things would be for them. I truly believe that. You get it out, discuss it, work through it, overcome and adapt.
Yeah, and if that were so, I mean, and this is one of the sickest things, and this is why I added the new typology. What is one of the fastest growing, not that I'm encouraging it, because I'll find your ass, is one of the fastest growing internet businesses. One of the fastest growing, and it's one of the highest grossing profit margins on the face of the earth, is online child pornography consumption and distribution, the business of. They estimated anywhere between $3 and $20 billion a year market, online child pornography.
That's gross.
As an internet business.
Did you see that Malaysian girl that was created by a computer that they use? Was that incredible or what? I love that thing.
It is once. I mean, it amazes me that. See, for me, because I am human, I am a real person, even though my entire life is in cyberspace. I can deal with cybercrime, even though it's awful. I can deal with all the typologies. But for me, when it comes to online sexual predation, adults targeting children, that is when I go off the deep end, because it really brings out the Guinea in me, the Italian blood, to where when I think about it, and I'm not a religious person, but even though I was brought up Catholic, I'm not religious. But when I say evil, for those folks that are religious, that's evil.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yep.
And the folks that I've spoken to, the parents, and obviously, it's when I wish I could call the cyber bikers that could get on the. I'm not going to swear that. Where I could call somebody to get in cyberspace and go get these people and put them in jail in whatever state has capital. That is how bad it bothers me. Online sexual predation. It's awful.
Hey, you got to get yourself connected with Anonymous, buddy.
Anonymous, well, I am, but obviously I don't go into that.
Sure.
Is that Anonymous does, with one of their ops, they do a great job. I just wish, and obviously it's impossible, I wish that's all they did.
Yeah.
Was because there are that many online sexual predators. Now, let me segue because we don't have much time. I want to bring up there are folks out there that are helping. About 3 weeks ago, I spent a lot of time, because obviously social media is an environment. Your two big guns are Facebook and Google+. Google+, which is, the new, it surpassed in members, past Twitter earlier this year. It's predicted to pass Facebook in the next 2 years. People are leaving Facebook. They're jumping over to Google+. Kids are moving to more towards like Instagram and Snapchat and stuff like that. But needless to say, in Google+, there is a huge database of people, and obviously, predators know to go to Google+. So about 3 weeks ago, I spent a lot of time in Google+ hunting, and I come across, and there's a group of kids. Now, listeners, when I was 14 and 15 years old, okay, let's go back, my job was to get up, to go to school if I had to, then get done, and if it was the summers or the weekends, smoke a lot of grass, we can listen to Pink Floyd, Bob Marley, cruise around, look for chicks, and be, a headbanger. That's what I did.
So, in reality, other than cruising around looking for chicks because I'm married, my life hasn't changed much.
So, developmentally, I was your quintessential adolescent teenager. Now that I'm 50 years old, I'm supposedly this new cyber blah, 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 Sigmund Freud doctor, I came across and a bunch of kids, children.
I love the way you put that, blah, blah, blah. Sigmund Freud.
I don't want to say children because they're not children.
Yeah.
They would say they're young adults. But I created this over a year and a half ago, never, initiated it. It was on the project of things to do. Well, these young people, all right, they go into Google Plus every day, all right, and what they do is they hunt for cyberbullies, cyber stalkers, people that have fake profiles, and online sexual predators. And they were doing this. They get no recognition. They get nothing. So what I created in cyberspace is called CAIN. The acronym is CAIN. All volunteer, all free. And what CAIN stands for is Cyber Attack Investigation Network. I just started it 3 weeks ago. And these wolves, and I swear to God, I was so impressed with these, I don't want to say kids, he keeps saying kids, even though they are. These young adults do, is they go out and for anybody who loves nature and studies, animal species, they're like a pack of wolves. Mm-hmm. What they do is they find, like for instance, just 3 days ago, I can't believe adults do this, there was a fake profile and the dude put a picture of his cock, him coming, and there's a picture of just the head of his dick with his sperm on a table.
Ugh.
Nice.
That is what an adult Google Plus user put. So what happens is that's just one of many. They see this. They then go alarm others, the wolves. Think of what wolves do in a hunt. They then go and they report and block and then follow them to make sure that Google will hopefully delete that. Mm-hmm. And obviously when you delete that, they'll just create another image.
Right.
So I want to say thank you. Now, they're all they're all
young adults.
They're all young adults, and they're headed by because I created CAIN, but the adults, because obviously you have to have adults involved, is Tina Conley from Pennsylvania. She is alpha female. Geraldine from England, and a new gentleman from Vancouver. His name is Minaj Benjamin.
Nice.
He just started a week ago, and really, including myself, but I have other things I have to do, but I try my best, is the adults, what we do is we sit back and we watch and we monitor. And what they do is absolute. I just, for anybody, like I said, it's free, it's volunteer, but what they're doing is they're helping to clean up the dark side. And the dark side, and I am telling you, I am not exaggerating, it is serious about what's going on. Because what they're doing is, and we'll just talk about, once again, the online sexual predators, they go in and they look for children that are just willing to respond. And they do a grooming process, so it's not all, cock pictures and sperm. Most of them come in as children, even though they're not, with different identities, and they begin to groom children, and then eventually, if they're in the online child porn trade, they try to get them to, do stuff on webcam and pictures, and on and on and on. So, real quickly, I just want to give a shout-out, and here are some of the names.
Good morning. My apology.
Oh, no, that's all right. That's good. I love that movie. And God bless Robin Williams, man. So we have Tumblr Models Fake Buster, PJ Conley, Bully Blast Fake Busters, Porn Busters, Dee Dee from Wallywood, Nova Wolf, Chips Alec, Trans Calling, and Michael Duss. These are just a small groups, great usernames, by the way. I don't know who they are. I don't know their identities, but I know their age and I know what they do, and they are absolutely incredible. And what I have done, like I said, I'm still setting it up, but for them and any of the young adults who join, they need to be recognized because they don't get paid. Google certainly doesn't pay them. And wouldn't it be nice if, Google Plus, Facebook, Twitter had a group like these, whether they're young or adults, that actually paid these folks for helping to, if you want to say sheriff or police, because I hate to use the word police, because what they are doing is so valuable, it's incredible. So I just want to give a shout-out to Kane members, and hopefully, and it's growing, the larger it gets, think of it this way, a pack of wolves is, and I also, because I'm into entomology and insects, I think of it as strength in numbers. And when you see what they do, it is amazing. And now what I do is I track and see once they identify, report, and block a profile, what I do is I take all that data, and now I will, for the first time, will be next week, I will then go, I think I've got like 67 they've done in the last 2 weeks. I'll go back and see if Google Plus actually deleted those profiles.
Gotcha. Nice. That's good. That's what's needed, absolutely. Some kind of security, and yeah, they do deserve some kind of reckoning. They should start themselves a foundation.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I just, and I know their parents, because as we were talking about earlier, not that their parents, so what I've decided to do, which I have from jump, is that, when they go to college, because like I said, a lot of them are freshmen and sophomores in high school, is that I am more than welcome to give them, college references from Dr. blah, 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 or recommendations if they go for a job, and hopefully with time would be able to, what you just said, is set up a foundation to pay them. Somebody needs to pay these young adults to do what they do every single day. Because when I was in their age, it was all about Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, and grass.
Well, I got to say, Doc, we appreciate what you do, and the message that you're trying to get out there is a very powerful one. We'll go ahead and we'll get your website posted up. Oh, Chrissy's got it already done on our Facebook page. We'll get you up there on the web, our actual website. We'll get a link back to your webpage. And it's been real, man. Thank you very much for calling us up and talking about this subject. And hopefully, like I said, we can get you back on.
All right, thank you. Go Talk Shit Radio. Have a great
Have
weekend.
a good day.
You.
All right, buddy. Thanks. All right. That was the Doc. So...
Sorry, I'm over here doing a little jig to Tony.
Yeah, over there dancing the jig to Tony's phone, yeah. Interesting, huh? Very deep, dark, and deep.
But it makes me glad to know that I check up on Tori's stuff as much as I do.
Makes me think about some of the things that I've done on the internet. It was like almost like he was talking about some of the shit that I used to do, because I was bad. I used to mess with people. Bad. somebody did or said something stupid on the internet,
You big bully.
I would go after them. Oh yeah. And because I used to do skip traces for a repo company, I know how to find out your information just from your name, your IP address. I mean, there's ways to find you. Yeah, you just don't know it. Tony, you shot, buddy? You heading out? Yeah, he's probably tired.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. Yeah. He always pushes himself.
They
I'm not tired.
They left here at 4:00 in the afternoon, 3:30 somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Didn't go out, leave the dock till 8. Didn't get back till 6, 7.
Yeah.
Long night.
Yeah.
Long night.
And
So.
he's got to try and sleep for a couple hours and go do it again tonight.
Which I might go with him and bring the camera, depending on who's going with him. If he's got helpers to do the job, then I'll go with him with the camera. You know what I'm saying? If he doesn't have the helpers, then I will not go because I will be in the way. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want to mess anybody up. And I don't want to say, I'll go out there and do the job and can't do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So.
You can or you can't.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And I already know that I can't. So I don't want to be, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to go out there and say, I'll give it a try, and then it be just like, Tony picking every bit of shrimp that's out there and me just hanging out. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that to happen.
I could do it if I had, gloves.
Shark gloves from the shark suit. The steel gloves, exactly. That's how I would do it, exactly. But, so tonight, let's get to some of the announcements we got going on here. Tonight we do have our show airing at 6:00. That is an interesting show, and it is the Friday evening party. And that's just basically getting everybody ready to go out and have a good time. Some dance music, club music. Sometimes it's techno. It depends. We, got any suggestions, we'll take them. And then tomorrow morning, of course, The Hangover.
Yep.
For those of you that have gone out tonight and overdone it, you could listen to The Hangover tomorrow. Some nice, easy listening, some good hangover music. So, yeah. So, I really didn't bring up any news today.
There's not really much.
Yeah, there's a few stories. I did look.
Yeah, there's a few. There's just
we were like I said, we started out the show with the replay this morning, and then we cut in because we had our guest caller, Dr. Say his
Nutella.
Dr. Nooch. Dr. Nooch. Dr. Nutella. Go easy.
I know.
That's funny though. We had Dr. Nooch calling in. I had some technical things that I had to get a hold of, and not everybody was exactly in a frame of mind to go on the air this morning, so we just hit the replay. But I'll be honest with you, the plays are up big time.
Yeah.
They're definitely up. Good. What else you got?
I got a Hernando County deputy that was honored for saving the life of a man whose heart had stopped. He got to meet him.
We talked about that yesterday, obviously. You didn't listen to the show yesterday.
I told you I didn't listen to yesterday.
I know. I was just calling you out on it.
Then I'm not going to look up news because I don't know what you're playing. Y'all can kiss my ass.
I didn't ask if you had any news. I just asked you what was up.
My daughter's in there complaining she's hungry.
She's hungry.
She's always hungry.
Yeah, well, so am I, so I know how she feels. I could say if I have one addiction, it is definitely food.
Really?
Yes.
Not mine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could definitely say I am addicted to food. I could eat until I'm ready to explode. You'd have to take me to the hospital, have my stomach pumped, and then guess what I would do? I would leave there, go to Subway, and have to eat because you just pumped my stomach. I'm hungry again. Been there, done that. Michelle and I had gotten food poisoning. They gave me medicine to stop me from throwing up because I threw up for so long. We left the hospital. I was hungry. So we stopped at Subway on the way home from having food poisoning.
Nice.
Yeah, everybody thought I was nuts on that one. So yeah, happy days. So after the show, like I said, tonight, 6:00, we have the Friday evening party mix.
Yeah, I listened to that last week.
It wasn't bad, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. Tonight, I'm not sure what kind of music is on the schedule. We'll see if it's old dance music, new dance music. We don't know. We're not sure.
Oh.
Yeah, we don't know. Is there nothing going on in the chat? Is there nobody?
Nope.
Nothing, right?
I didn't even go in the chat.
Last thing that was said was good morning, everyone.
Yeah, at 8:38.
At 8:30 in the chat. That was it. I didn't think Johnny's been back since I told him it was a replay this morning. I did tell him we'd cut back in. Yeah, what are you going to do? You're excused.
Okay.
At least she sounds as good as Allie.
Yeah, right. They got this little going on. I always got this little going on.
Well,
so.
it started with the head thing, and then we had the snots. Remember the snots?
Oh, yeah. I remember the snots. I remember the
And then
snots.
it went
Now,
down to
now
her
the
chest.
snots are in your chest.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they, yeah.
But see, that's an everyday thing for me, so it's,
Right.
Yeah. I'm trying to look and see what's trending. There's really nothing trending either. It's boring. West Virginia University, frat nights, sororities, and universities suspended after a student accident. I don't know if everybody heard about that. Net neutrality in the United States. There's really shit going on, I'll be honest with you. It's
3 mile
Friday,
stretch
man.
of I-4 shut down in Polk County.
Really?
After 3 crashes.
Nice. Due to the fog or what?
Oh, no, I'll tell you in a second.
People don't know how to fucking drive down here.
It reopened at 9. One of them was fatal. It doesn't say what caused them.
Stupid people.
But it says a portion of Interstate 4 in Lakeland was shut down Friday morning after a series of crashes, one which was fatal. Troopers say the first crash was a fatal involving a car and a semi-truck just before 5 a.m. along the westbound I-4 lanes near Polk Parkway.
Yikes.
Another crash followed about 2 hours later near the same spot, but in the eastbound lanes. After that, a 5-vehicle pileup in the westbound lanes prompted troopers to close the highway. Plus, Chris isn't driving any of those roads.
Yeah, right.
Today.
He's local today, isn't he?
He's in...
Boogieville?
No.
I
He's
thought
in
he-
Wildwood.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I knew he was somewhere close. So, yeah, we're gonna drop the show here in about 4 minutes. Gonna call it a day. It's 20 to 10.
Call it a weekend.
Call it a
Let's
weekend.
call it a
That's
weekend.
right. Yeah, call it a weekend. Well, not yet.
Yeah.
It's not the weekend till tomorrow when I wrap up the Hangover show.
Right.
Then it's the weekend because I haven't done nothing for Sunday yet. I don't think I will. What am I going to play? Church music?
And on the 7th day, he rested.
And on the 7th day, I went. I wonder if that's what I sound like if I snore. Worse? Oh, man. All right, so we're going to have to get some recording. You want to hear some funny snoring? This man to my left snores. It's very subtle, but it's deep.
Yeah.
It's not loud, but it's deep.
This sounds like a you driving. This sounds like a you driving excuse.
A you driving excuse?
Yeah.
Why don't do explain?
Yeah. A semi truck driver wrecked his truck.
Oopsie.
Okay. He hit two trees or or whatever.
I can smell it.
And then he slammed into went through a couple of pedestrian bridges.
Oh, I forgot he was there.
And
Me
the truck's hanging over this pedestrian bridge.
What was his excuse?
The GPS. He was following the GPS.
He was following his GPS.
No, you know what though? I've had the GPS like you're going to the airport and there's a big
That is
block
not a
wall
me
and it's going,
excuse.
turn to the right.
There was
turn
audio.
To the right. There's
It
nothing
doesn't
but a
show
wall.
the guy. It's just that
Yeah,
they he blamed it on
That
the
is not a me excuse because my Jeepus was on the laptop. It was a program specifically for trucks, so I didn't run into those problems. Because if you're a complete and utter moron, you go in Walmart and you buy a fucking GPS, you put it in the tractor trailer window and you follow it, and you end up going on roads you're not supposed to be on. But if you're a smart truck driver and you have the money because you didn't blow it because you're an alcoholic or whatever the hell you guys do out there. I don't know why it broke all the time. But anyway, then you go out and you spend the $300, okay, on TruckMate. It's called TruckMate. And it's a program specifically made with a little GPS thing that plugs into your laptop. You have the map. You follow the thing. It takes you on routes made for trucks. No low bridges, no this, no restricted routes,
Nice.
nothing. Yeah. Yeah, I learned the hard way about that one. I got to be honest with you, because I was one of them fucking idiots that goes to Walmart and buys that GPS from Walmart and follows it in the truck and ends up in neighborhoods that you're not supposed to be in. Yeah,
Gotcha.
bad deal. That's like you taking the GPS out on the boat with you and trying to fucking find the shrimp. It's just not gonna work.
My GPS works just fine out there.
I'm talking about a Walmart GPS.
Oh, yeah.
You can take it out there.
I don't think you bought this one from Walmart.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I mean,
Yeah,
you buy
I
a
doubt
Garmin that's made to drive up the road, and that's like, that's exactly what it's like. You take it out on a boat and use it to find shrimp. No matter how much you update it, it's not going to find you no shrimp.
Yeah, well, neither will this one.
No. No, that just finds you to the spot where the shrimp were. It doesn't actually find the shrimp.
Yeah, it just tells you where you are.
That thing's got autopilot too, right?
What, the boat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can set a waypoint and go, or not like
I just
that?
set a direction and go.
But can you set waypoints and
They're not connected.
Okay.
We don't have them connected.
Gotcha.
But yes, we do have the stuff to do it. We just don't have it connected.
Right, and that's got to be connected to the rudder and all of that shit, isn't it? So it can
The
steer
autopilot?
the boat. Yeah, with the waypoints and all of that. Yeah, no shit. That's
Yeah,
pretty neat.
a lot of times now when I have once I have the autopilot on, I just push buttons.
Yeah, but you still don't want to use it once you get in the rack. You don't want you take it off. You got to.
I'll drive it right up to the tripod.
You can. Yeah,
If
guess
I
why
wanted
couldn't
to,
you
I could
set-
probably drive it up the channel, but I'd rather have my hands on the wheel.
Gotcha. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Definitely. What's going on out there? What's going on out there?
It's snowing.
It looks like it's snowing. That's a snowy sky. Can you get out from behind me? There's barely enough room for my fat ass back there. Anyway, guys, Daisy says, great show. Thank you, Daisy, for staying with us. I think you're probably the only one that stayed with us this morning.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Well, it was,
She's up there in the snow, too. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got
she's
their
up
ass kicked last night, or a couple nights ago, didn't they?
there. I think it was yesterday. She said it was snowing yesterday.
We're supposed to, by Wednesday, have some very frigid temperatures.
Yes.
By
I know,
Wednesday
I saw that.
evening.
It's supposed to get cold. Like
This
we're down
coming
to the,
Wednesday?
This
Yeah, Thursday.
Nice, when I have to go back to work.
We're supposed to get down to the 30s.
It's supposed to slowly drop and drop and drop, and then Wednesday the cold front comes in down 30s with the wind chill. It'll be less. Yeah. So
it was nice tonight.
I
till
love
the
it.
tide
Yeah, last
changed.
night was beautiful.
We slept with the windows open again.
Until the tide changed.
Oh yeah,
yeah. When the tide changed, then the wind picked up. Mm-hmm. It was cold.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
That wind just brings it down big time. So, guys, I'm going to put up 2 commercials and end the show. We got a couple minutes left. We're out of here. I'm going to end the show early on this Friday evening.
Morning.
Oh yeah, morning. It's because Thursday.
I'm
evening.
the one that's been up since 6 o'clock
Since
yesterday.
Thursday or Thursday morning, right? Yeah, enough said. Happy trails, everyone. Happy
Bye,
Friday. Yeah, Talk Shit Radio, folks. We'll talk to you Monday. I
Watch
appreciate
out
it.
for motorcycles.
Are you tired of commuting to a job that makes someone else rich? Working harder than ever, but getting nowhere? Do you hate spending hundreds of dollars every week on daycare? Having someone else raise your children? With our opportunities, you can start earning money as soon as next week. You get to be the boss, work from home, and live a happier life. At Be the Boss Network, you'll find hundreds of work-from-home opportunities that you can literally start today and be earning money as soon as next week. Go to freedom150.com and start earning money as soon as next week. You get to be the boss. Get out of the rat race. Work from home. Go to freedom150.com right now and change your life today. That's freedom150.com. Go to freedom150.com and start earning money as soon as next week. You be the boss. Go to freedom150.com.